Hi guys, welcome to another audio video, and I'm reading Matthew 15 of the King James Version Bible, and it reads, Then came to Jesus scribes and Pharisees which were in Jerusalem, saying, Why do thy disciples transgress the tradition of the elders? For they wash not their hands when they eat bread. But he answered and said unto them, Why do ye also transgress the commandment of God by your tradition? For God commanded, saying, Honour thy father and mother, and he that curseth father or mother, let him die the death. But ye say, Whosoever shall say to his father or his mother, It is a gift, by whatsoever thou mightest be profited by me, and honour not his father or his mother, he shall be free. Thus have ye made the commandment of God of none effect by your tradition. Ye hypocrites, well did Hesias prophesy of you, saying, This people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth, and honoureth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. But in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. And he called the multitude and said unto them, Hear and understand. Not that which goeth into the mouth defileth a man, but that which cometh out of the mouth, this defileth a man. Then came his disciples and said unto him, Knowest thou that the Pharisees were offended after they heard this saying? But he answered and said, Every plant which my heavenly Father hath not planted shall be rooted up. Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Declare unto us this parable. And Jesus said, Are ye also yet without understanding? Do not ye yet understand that whatsoever entereth in at the mouth goeth into the belly, and incased and incast out and is cast out into the draught? But those things which proceed out of the mouth come forth from the heart, and they defile the man. For out of the heart proceed evil thoughts, murders, adulteries, fornications, thefts, false witness, blasphemies. These are the things which defile a man, but to eat with unwashen hands defileth not a man. Then Jesus went thence and departed into the coast of Tyre and Sidon. And behold, a woman, a Canaan, came out of the same coast, and cried unto him, saying, Have mercy on me, O Lord, thou son of David. My daughter is grievously vexed with a devil. But he answered her not a word. And his disciples came and besought him, saying, Send her away, for she crieth after us. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Then came she and worshipped him, saying, Lord, help me. But he answered and said, It is not meet to take the children's bread and to cast it to dogs. And she said, Truth, Lord, yet the dogs eat of the crumbs which fall from their master's table. Then Jesus answered and said unto her, O woman, great is thy faith. Be it unto thee even as thou wilt. And her daughter was made whole from that very hour. And Jesus departed from thence, and came nigh unto the sea of Galilee, and went up into a mountain, and sat down there. And great multitudes came unto him, having with them those that were lame, blind, dumb, maimed, and many others, and cast them down at Jesus' feet, and he healed them. Insomuch that the multitude wondered when they saw the dumb to speak, the maimed to be whole, the lame to walk, and the blind to see, and they glorified the God of Israel. Then Jesus called his disciples unto him and said, I have compassion on the multitude, because they continue with me now 3 days, and have nothing to eat, and I will not send them away fasting, lest they faint in the way. And his disciples say unto him, When should we have so much bread in the wilderness, as to fill so great a multitude? And Jesus saith unto them, How many loaves have ye? And they said, 7, and a few little fishes. And he commanded the multitude to sit down on the ground. And he took the 7 loaves and the fishes, and gave thanks, and brake them, and gave to his disciples, and the disciples to the multitude. And they did all eat, and were filled. And they took up of the broken meat that was left 7 baskets full. And they that did eat were 4,000 men, beside women and children. And he sent away the multitude, and took ship, and came into the coast of Magdala. Alright, guys, so in this chapter, we see a repetition of the fact that the food was increased basically by Jesus offering it to God. So 7 loaves and a few fishes actually fed over 4,000 people. That's including Jesus. That's not including Jesus and his disciple and the children and the women that were with them. Alright, so it far surpassed 4,000. Also, we see here that by doing this, Jesus is trying to show us that whenever we do things from a place of true love, and we give it unto God, and we put it before God to bless it, then it will truly multiply, and it would far surpass that which we thought it could do, as we see being done with the loaves, from the 5 loaves and the 2 fish to the 7 loaves here and the few fishes, right? Also, we see that Jesus speaks of the blind leading the blind, meaning that which know not God, that which do not know the way, leading others in the same path. And if it is that you have sight, spiritual sight, then you will indeed see when you have false prophets leading you. A wise person will not, and a person who has spiritual sight will not follow after a false prophet, because they will have that insight and they will know that this is indeed a false prophet, right? And so they can rebuke that person, pray for that person also, because yes, we want everybody to be redeemed, we want everybody to gain salvation, right? Also, we see where the story takes place of the woman that came to see Jesus, and she was basically one of those that were considered less than. So they would not go to visit them, they would not intermingle with them, they were as dogs, as it was classified here. And she had said, like, even if it's a crumb from God, she'll accept it. The very minute of blessing, she will take it. And that showed the level of faith that she had to God, to Jesus, that he actually bestowed on her a blessing, and actually saved her daughter, right? So that goes to show that it matters not where you come from, whatever part of the world you're from. It matters not what you were before or where you were in the world, you're standing in the world, whether it is that you were if it was that you were a demon practitioner and you come to realize God for yourself, come to know God for yourself and come to God, so long as you have faith and you give God the glory, He will indeed bless you. There's nothing He will not do for you. And if He can do that for somebody who is not basically considered one of His own, what will He do for you, His own? Right? So that goes to show you that we ought to trust in God also. Right? And just that we can do all things through Christ, and He will provide for us because He is our provider. Right? So, guys, I'm gonna leave that right there. Many other things I'm seeing here, but a few other things I'm seeing here, but I'm going to leave that where it is, where it lies, right? So, guys, please remember to continue to walk in your salvation, and if you've not gained it, then seek it. There's no better time to begin than the present. Have yourselves a blessed day. Bye.